Ian Wandetto. I'm a PLP student, and I'm a software developer and a cybersecurity enthusiast. Yeah.
Okay, my name is Allan. I'm an instructor at PLP. I'm the module lead of that team, and Ian is one of my students here at PLP. Okay, I've known Ian since campus. We're actually in the same school in Multimedia University, same class. We're also doing some short course just after high school in an institute called Immobilis. So we've basically been in 2 classes together. So upon finishing campus, of course, we started now moving out, looking for this and this. I joined Moringa School, and I told him about my experience at Moringa School, and I remember giving him some notes on some languages, and also we live in the same place. So he told me that he has landed some slot in PLP, and I actually told him, welcome home, because that's where I work. So that's when he became my student now.
We've actually crossed paths a couple of times with Allan. After high school, we did some short course before joining campus. Then, funny enough, we went to the same class. We did computer technology in campus. It was in Multimedia University. It's a public university. Then we used to even play ball together in school. Then after campus, people start to, life happens and people want to get into this and these different things. He went to Moringa. I wanted to do software development and maybe specialize in that because that's the line he likes. Me too, as I said, I'm a cybersecurity enthusiast. So engaging with mentors and people in the field, they told me that software development is a good background for cybersecurity. So I wanted to learn software development. So I met a friend. She told me she's in PLP. She sent me the link and I applied. Then while we were engaging with Allan, I told him I'm in PLP. Then he told me he's an instructor there. So he's been my teacher. Yeah, we learn from each other because now in my journey, resources I am able to get hands-on. There are things I teach him, there's a concept in software development called DSA, data structures and algorithms. So whatever I know, I teach him on the side. He has to find time, and I be the instructor, is the student. And during PLP sessions, he's my instructor in Flutter. So we've been engaging in classes. I got lucky to be an ambassador in PLP. I'm very excited about this opportunity. And we engage. We are currently planning on working on projects together, brainstorming and thinking how we can solve problems and implement our skills. Okay, so with PLP Ambassador, I get to engage with students, get a focus group. So I have a list of students that I'm supposed to connect together. Then we just engage them with resources, now that I have a background in technology, I help them set up things, whatever technicalities they have, or any questions regarding Flutter, because that's the module that we're doing, that I'm specializing in. Anything goes, maybe advice, career advice, just be like a mentor to your fellow students, because in this field, actually, you'll find that most of the time, you have an instructor, but a lot of the things you'll do it on your own. So engaging with a fellow student is really beneficial because it's peer-to-peer, and you get to express content freely with each other. So you get to build each other at the same time. So I get to reach out to students, make sure they're part of the program, because at some point you'll find some students, they enroll, they don't know how to go about it. So I'm able to guide them and tell them you do this and this. If they have any issues, I talk to Allan. They check with the system and the organization, and we sort it out. Yeah, that's how we work.
I'm his teacher, and he's also my teacher. During the week, I teach him that with Flutter. Then towards Friday or Saturday, he teaches me data structures and algorithms. He even has a whiteboard in his house whereby he does it.
It's practical,
physically, and the practical way.
Yeah.
So we've really grown together in terms of tech. We've actually come more close in this time more than we were, because now we are trying to specialize in what we want in this industry, and what I can offer and what he can offer. So we are trying to we're trying to build each other.
Yeah, I do have a life outside there, and you also learn from each other.
Yeah.
We
even play football together.
Yeah. He comes for relationship advice for me.
Yeah.
He's doing that industry, so I help him there.
Yeah, so I'm new there, so
who tells me. Really engage each other, and luckily enough, we are neighbors. like from his place to my place, it can take a matatu less than 20 minutes. So we get to connect on a weekly basis and just engage each other. Now that is with even cybersecurity, because I'm also doing research part time. So also keep him up with the trends and whatever is happening in the technology area, football. It's really interesting, like the whole ecosystem. We've been in class together, and I know Allan from class from way back. And to see him being an instructor and teaching thousands of students, it's really interesting because the way he does it is very different and is very engaging. There are students we had lunch with over there, and after a while they didn't know, when we started talking, then when we were introducing ourselves, then one gets to know you, like, you're Allan, you're an instructor. Like he's that way. He's very engaging. When class starts, he encourages others to join, engage them in life topics before everybody joins in. Then he's very friendly. He's that type of instructor that you might not know him physically, but you can still ask him for advice after class, maybe schedule a meeting, and he'll take you through it. Yeah.
Okay, about Ian in class. Ian is a very cooperative student. At times I assign him some roles that please follow up on these 2-3 students who had issues with this topic. So because maybe he understood it, he takes the responsibility of maybe making the other students understand more, because maybe I'm held up with some job meetings and some tasks given. So Ian has really been of help, and I can see him becoming the best Flutter developer.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So as you said, we did computer technology in campus, and the thing about the current curriculum that is in place in school, most of the bit of it is not revised, and with technology there's emerging trends, like you have to keep up on a daily basis. So if you're taught something that's past, you get to the job market and you find it's no longer relevant, you still have to study. That's why he went back to Moringa, and I also joined PLP for the same reason. Now I'm really grateful for this opportunity and what you guys are doing, because you're really reaching out to people out there, and the way you do it is very practical, in that when you finish the program, you have the ready skill to join the market, and you can showcase it. You might have heard of, in technology you don't need a degree, because once you're at that interview, it's your skills that sell you. So you see, whatever you're doing, you equip students with the skills, and the million developers for Africa, it's something that you'll accomplish from how you're approaching it, and it's different. It's not the same from campus, because some guys will tell you, I did this, I did computer science, and I dropped out at third year, and it's still in technology. In fact, is well established, because you find that whatever maybe you have a lecturer who doesn't know what he's doing, or maybe it's just teaching for the money. So it doesn't help you at the end of the day, and you've paid fees, and you end up wasting 4 years. But how PLP is doing it is different, because now you're encouraging students, you're giving them scholarships, and the skills is very practical. You get taught whatever is in the market, like Flutter. Some guys, okay, personally I heard about Flutter after finishing campus. So you see, if I get those skills for Flutter, I can get a job in Flutter. I'd encourage them to join, and now is the time. I know there's a stigma out there for AI, most specifically ChatGPT, but don't worry, it's AI is, they can't replace humans. We need developers, and Africa needs developers. And what I believe in is that as Africans and this community that we have, we need developers to solve our problems, but we need developers that are from Africa, because that's the only way we know how to approach the problem and how to solve it. There's a concept that I learned about from IBM. It's called enterprise design thinking. It's where you put out a product in the market, but you have that personalized maybe thinking of the product. It's great and everything, but you can't sell it out to the next person, because maybe one, he or she won't know how to use it. Two, it's not that practical. Three, maybe that problem is not really a problem. Maybe it is for you, but out there in the market, it's different. Yeah, so you can join the program. There are a lot of modules. It's very beginner friendly. We have awesome instructors like Allan. You'll get to learn, you'll get to enjoy. You have an awesome community. I've seen we have a Telegram channel, now we have Discord. You see, things of the sort, you'll go to an interview and they'll ask you, do you know about Slack? Do you know about Discord? They don't want to teach you everything from scratch. So you come with the skills and the diversity, and you'll get into the technology field. No, actually, you've already thought about it. Maybe you can frequent the engaging with students if possible, because in technology there's a thing called imposter syndrome, whereby you want to be a developer and you're not sure. At times you feel like you're faking, and that's the thing. It happens with a lot of people. There's something called tutorial hell, whereby you study, maybe you watch a YouTube video or some maybe concept, and you watch it for a lot of times, but you don't get it, you don't practice it. So it doesn't help you at the end of the day. But when you engage students like that, with that structured approach, it's very convenient, and for students, they'll get to see the progress with time of whatever they're doing. So maybe the community outreach, you can maybe make it a bit more frequent for those students who maybe they haven't been able to see an instructor face to face. They need to feel accepted and to know they're part of the community and they're not left out. It's not about just the online thing. There's also that physical aspect of it.
I really want to thank PLP because I think you're actually providing what Africans need, because it seems maybe the starters of PLP identified the pain, then brought the painkiller.
Yeah.
Because now the pain is that they have no access to resources on tech, and that's what the world needs. So let's bring in this painkiller and cure this.
Yeah.
So it's part of the painkillers consumers and the part of the doctors who give the painkiller. So yeah.
Maybe to add on something that I said about community outreach, I don't necessarily mean the physical activities of the sort. Maybe we can do hackathons, things that bring developers together, in that maybe you have prizes and winners, but mostly as a developer from those sort of activities, you'll benefit by engaging with other people, know how they think, get a new idea, get a new aspect of things, and at the end of the day, you'll just gain. That's the beauty of it. You'll gain. You have nothing to lose. You'll gain. Yeah. Now, okay, on the part time, I do branding and selling merchandise, so that's how I'm able to sustain the learning and other things. So this it's actually new. I did it a custom yesterday, but it's about my journey in life and healing and going through things. You know, when you're a kid, you're shielded from a lot of things. Then when you grow up, you get to experience these things in real life. Then now you see the mental awareness thing. I came because of it, because I think most people don't know about, most Africans, it's unfortunate, but we don't address mental relationships and things of the sort, in fact, with our parents and stuff. But for me, I've been able to navigate through that journey, and I've noticed the progress that I've made. So this is a personal message for me. Like, it's a journey, and yeah, I'm somewhere. I'm healing. Yeah.